Hello, today I'm going to explain to you in this lecture, Model 3, about VLANs. Okay, in this lecture we are talking about the overview of VLANs and to show you what's the purpose behind of these VLANs in a switched network. Then we will talk about VLANs in a multi-switched environment. And we will explain also how a switch take decisions based on VLAN configurations in order to forward the frames. Then we want to know and to learn how to configure a switch port. That can be assigned to a virtual LAN based on some requirements, quality of service or data or web or some web traffic. And then we will understand and learn how to configure trunk ports on a LAN switch. Then finally, we will talk about dynamic trunking protocol (DTP) and how we can configure such protocol or protocol configurations. Overview 1, the first part is about overview of VLANs. What's a VLAN? A VLAN, in fact, is a way to separate logically a physical network into multiple separate networks. Even all these networks are physically connected to a single switch or to the same switch. For example, this is a building, first floor, second floor, third floor. And as you see here, all the PCs on the third floor are connected to one switch. All PCs on the second floor are connected to the second switch on floor 2. All the PCs which are located on the first floor are connected to the switch which is located on the first floor. So the VLAN in fact separate logically each segment of these PCs uh, in a um in a logical separation. So, for example, PCs that are related to sales department in three different floors, we can gather them, we can assign them to the same VLAN, okay? Even they are not connected now to the same switch. We will know how to do that. And also the PCs that are related to HR department will also be assigned to a virtual LAN 3, and the PCs of the IT department will be also assigned to a VLAN 2. So as you see, it's a way of logical separation. Even all of these three PCs, for example, okay, are connected to the same switch, to the same links, cables, for example, but they are logically separated. This is VLAN 4, this is VLAN 3, VLAN 2, okay? And as you see here, you gather all of them. So, VLAN are logical connection with other similar devices, as here in this case. Placing devices into virtual LANs having some characteristics. Okay, first characteristic is that it provides segmentation, which means that we divide a network into smaller segments. Okay, for example, this whole network, we divided it into this segment, this, like, so it means a group of virtual LANs, a group of devices on the same switches, as you see. This are linked here. these segments are linked to the same switch, and these also to the second switch, and these also to the third switch. Okay. So also provides one provides segmentations. Second thing, provide organizations that makes the management network management is easy, which makes the network management becomes easier, more manageable. And also this is important note that the communications, I mean the broadcast, the unicast, and the multicast within an individual VLAN like VLAN 2 is isolated. So if we do broadcasting or multicasting or unicasting within this VLAN or the third VLAN doesn't know anything about all this stuff that's going on here. So the traffic is isolated. So this is why we need to communicate between different LANs. Also, as you see here, because the number of the physical devices becomes smaller, so we will have smaller domains, broadcast domains, and also each VLAN has its own range of IP addresses. Okay, so this will use range 1, range 2, range 3, and there is isolation between this, which is important to enforce more security and performance of these networks. For example, this is about the benefits of the VLANs. For example, how we design VLANs within an organization or a company or whatever. For example, imagine here we are using VLAN 20 and here VLAN 20, VLAN 10, VLAN 10, VLAN 30, VLAN 30 for each department, as you see, faculty, student, and guest, for example. And here, as you see, there is a separation between this and that in physically, but logically they are belonging to the same VLAN. This and that, this and that. Even they are physically separated but logically connected. Okay. So some benefits of the VLANs or VLAN design is that smaller broadcast domain. What does this mean? It means dividing the LAN reduce the number of broadcast domain, as we have seen here. Okay, so the broadcast becomes smaller. So three devices here, but before it was nine, for example, or even here, if you see, if we don't have these three different VLANs, you will have three links to broadcast, for example, and here three. But now with VLAN, you will have one, and here one. So, and also it improves security. Why? Because only the users like a student here and student here can communicate with each other. Only they can communicate within the same VLAN. But if they want to communicate with other VLANs, they need to have excuse me, to have a layer 3 communications or routers. Okay. VLAN design improve also the efficiency. Uh, for example, we can group devices here, as I told you. Departments that have similar tasks to do, like faculty department, we can make them as a single VLAN. Students that do similar stuff, we can make them as a group, a new group for VLAN 2, and so on and so forth. So also reduced costs. Why? Because one switch instead of so introducing the VLANs, in fact, reduce the cost. Why? Because one switch can support thousands of VLANs. Okay, thousands or multiple groups of VLANs. Uh, it also improves the performance, as I told you, because uh, VLANs use normally a smaller broadcast domain, which means that the traffic becomes smaller. And if the traffic becomes smaller, it means that we improve the bandwidth on some link here or there. Okay. And the VLAN design, the benefits of the VLAN design also, if we have good design here, we can also, the management of these VLANs becomes easier and simpler. And also, it means that we need applications that can manage easily the network and their resources. Types of the VLAN. How many types of VLANs do we have? The first one is the VLAN one, which is the default VLAN. It's built in, it's default VLAN. It's the default also, and also the default native VLAN. The native VLAN, there is a small difference. The default VLAN is here. The default native VLAN, we will see that it's the LAN that doesn't tag the its frames, or any LAN VLAN that doesn't tag its frames. We call it a native. We also will have the management VLAN or SVI VLAN. And as you know here, this VLAN, we can't delete them, we can't rename even them. But these features, as the port numbers, as you see, we can assign them to other VLANs within the network. Here, these switches, for example. So VLAN 1 is the following: the default VLAN, the default native VLAN, the default management LAN, and they can't be deleted or renamed. So three different types: data LAN, data VLAN, native VLAN, and management VLAN.